Yeah, I should probably take them off. These are just reading glasses and not for looking cool. If I wanted to do that, I could use sunglasses instead. So, greetings and salutations. Welcome to the video. And today's video is on Spider-Man: Far From Home. So the film was directed by John Watts. Was written by Chris McKinnon and Eric Summers. The cast includes Tom Holland, Samuel L. Jackson, Zendaya, Kobe Smulders, Jon Favreau, J.B. Smoove, Jacob Batalon, Ron Starr, and Marisha Tomei, and Jake Gyllenhaal. So the plot of the film was, basically it has been, like, the film takes place, like, after Avengers Endgame. So if you have not seen Endgame, but, I mean, here's the thing, if you've had plenty of time to see Endgame, you really have. And plus it just got released in theaters, so go see it, I guess. But then again, don't see Endgame just because you want them to beat Avatar. So the plot of the film was, basically Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, he misses Tony Stark. He realizes, like, will ever be up to par with him. He and his fellow friends are basically get to go on a field trip to Europe. And then we get to, basically Nick Fury basically hijacks his trip so that he can help the new character, Mysterio, try to stop down a group of bad guys known as Elementals. Probably spoilers. Basically, they're trying to stop the bad guys. Basically, it's Spider-Man on a global scale, on a going globe-trotting. I gotta say, I enjoyed this film. I had a lot of fun with it. I gotta say, John Watts, he's great He's good at this film. I mean, there's a lot of heart, there's a lot of drama, and it's really a hard film to give, to give this film non-spoilers, to be honest with you. If you have not seen the film, please go see it, because I do not want to spoil it, because, you know, I don't want to get called out for saying, hey, I spoiled it. I'll wait until you come back. Okay? Hopefully you've seen it by now. Let's get back onto it. Some of the things I thought about the film, here's my thoughts. For years, since the original Sam Raimi films, and also, when I was a kid, I played, Spider-Man, Game Boy Advance, Enter the Mysterio for Game Boy Advance. That was like the one Spider-Man game I grew up playing. I loved it, and that also introduced me to the villain of Mysterio, and a bunch of other characters like Pinhead and all that. Overall, this film's great. It's really, the way they use, the Mysterio uses his special effects, or Quentin Beck. I liked how they bring back old recurring characters, wherever it was basically the character, the one scientist that Obadiah Stane yells at in Iron Man 1, when he goes like, Tony started building this in a cave, a box of scraps. Yeah, I am, yeah. It's great having Jon Favreau back. We haven't seen him in a, basically, well, actually, the last time we saw him was in Spider-Man, Homecoming, so yeah. He was also in Endgame too, but, you know, he was in there a bit, but he was not in a lot. I gotta say, like, the characters of Ned and Betty Brant. They are, I mean, it was kind of cute. It was really kind of cute. Um, I mean, but at the same time, I was thinking, like, is Betty Brant gonna get with Peter Parker? But then again, in the comics, Peter Parker's known to get with a lot of girls in the comics. Um, I still like this version of Mary Jane. I really do. Or MJ, as she likes referred to as. By Zendaya. Um, I like the idea of Peter Parker having a love rival. I mean, in the character of who was it? Let's see. Let's look at the notes. Dang, it didn't say. Maybe he wasn't, then again, he wasn't the biggest, um, he wasn't the biggest character. I mean, his name was Brad, and, yeah, he really didn't, most of his whole character was he was just trying to give MJ to, and I don't think we saw him in Homecoming. He was basically, but then he comes back being hunky, um, and then, like, basically what he does is he basically gives, like, on one of the missions, which is in Prague, Peter Parker has to go to, like, one area to get a suit from, like, say, SHIELD. And then basically some, situations happen where basically Brad thinks, like, oh, this is a bathroom, but basically blackmails Peter. But, and then he's like, dude, if you're not gonna tell her I am, and he's gonna show, like, him trying to hook up with a European model or agent. Peter gets Edith. Basically, they were Tony Stark's glasses that he wore in the other films. Basically, he gets, basically their little glasses that can basically say, hey, Edith, do this, do that. One thing I originally had planned on doing, which was to watch Spider-Man 2 from the Sam Raimi films to compare and contrast, because, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, we can't compare it to this film, because, I mean, looking back, I'd say this is as good as Amazing the original Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi. It's that good. It's that exciting. The atmosphere is great. The sets, the locations are all fun. I mean, I feel like this is the good way of going for Spider-Man. Take him to different locations and just let him have fun. Because, I mean, you can have a bunch of great swinging scenes without just relying on New York's scenery, I believe, in my opinion. I did love Jake Gyllenhaal as Quentin Beck. Well, I mean, if you do know the comics, Quentin Beck is I like the fact that he first starts as sort of like the kind of weird uncle, the kind of like say, yeah, I believe in your Peter, but then, he's just gonna go drink a beer while you try to get the girl. Yeah, I didn't have any uncles like that. I also kind of like, I'm glad they decided to keep the fishbowl Mysterio, because that would suck if they thought, like, nah, we can't do the film without the fishbowl. They thought, this is silly, but it's silly, but still is great, to be honest. I really did enjoy some of the, not the dream sequences, but most of the, basically when Mysterio is using when Quentin Beck's using his effects to basically freak Peter out. I enjoyed most of that. That was very like kind of like it felt very artistic. Like not artistic, but psychedelic, kind of freaky. You know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it was kind of cool. I mean, yeah, I'd always been wanting to see Mysterio on screen. Um, I did like how like his Mysterio's whole plan was basically to become the greatest hero ever, which is sort of like say in comics, and it's also sort of like Syndrome from Credibles. You know, I mean, I know what you're saying. That seems too simple of a comparison, but I mean, that's kind of what Quentin wants to do. He wants to basically just become a hero, and then just take credit for it. Uh, and then kill a bunch of people off while doing it. Um, One of the like say the after credit scenes, which was what was it? Oh, there's two. One of them was the entire time Maria Hill and Nick Fury were Skrulls, Talos, and Sora, which were the two Skrulls from Captain Marvel. Wait, with Ben Mendelsohn as Talos. Um, I mean, this kind of makes sense because when you think about, like, say, they really didn't know where the Avengers were, and at the same time, you'd think, like, why is Nick Fury saying, "Hey, don't dare talk about Carol"? I mean, that also gives us an idea of the future of the MCU, like saying, um, hit Talos' relationship with Carol in a way, like in the next Captain Marvel film, do they have a breakup? I'm not a breakup, but a falling out kind of friendship. Like say, hey, you brought us a new plan, but um, the Kree are still after us. Um, I did love JB Smoove as the other substitute teacher. I mean, not substitute teacher, but one of the teachers who basically said, "Nope, nope, this ain't my idea. This is his idea. This is this guy's idea." I like that. I thought it was kind of funny. I especially love the scene where basically Brad says like, "Say, I got a picture of Peter and all that." He says like, so, and then basically MJ basically just says like, "Brad, you're weird," and then everyone goes like, "Yeah, Brad, you're weird." He says, and then the teacher goes like, says like, "Brother, you might want to stop doing that. Stop going to the bathroom, bringing your phone, and doing all that, man." It was kind of funny though, it's me. Um, like one thing I think of though is for the future of this Spider-Man franchise, where like where it's the final credit where basically Spider-Man is revealed by J. Jonah Jameson, but with the return of J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. It was awesome. It was like basically this is what we kind of needed to basically affirm that this is one of the things that some people said needs to happen. John Campea said it. I like John Campea, okay? Um, other things I'd say. I love the fight sequences in films, wherever it was, like one of the, like, fight sequences between Peter and basically where Mysterio wins for the first time, where basically Peter gets hit by a train. Yeah, he gets hit by a train. And basically gets in a prison in Sweden. Yeah. um. One. I mean, there was another scene that kind of thought, okay, yeah, was the kind of thought like, okay, how would this have worked in the Spider-Man films? But I'm kind of glad that they're not trying to like. They're trying to like say, okay, Peter, or Spider-Man, you gotta like lose your. Because I feel like what they're doing now is they're trying to like go towards the Sinister Six by having wherever it's enough more villains in the future. some other things I got to say. I really trying to think. Um, I kind of missed the fact that there was no Stan Lee cameo, but having the in memory of Stan and also Jack Kirby, that was very sweet of them. Um, anything else I can think of? I've already done the two after credit cameos and all that. Trying to think. Yeah, yeah. I mean, overall, I feel like this is a very fun. If you're looking for a very fun, entertaining film, then I would totally recommend checking out Spider-Man: Far From Home. It's very fun. It's very entertaining. It's got some heart to it, and I think it's the great way to end the Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Can't wait for Phase 4 of the MCU. I think it's gonna start off with Black Widow. I might be wrong. Who knows? But this is just what I think. I enjoyed the film. What are your thoughts? Did you like it? Do you dislike it? Put your thoughts in comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and I also forgot to say, I did also love how Spider-Man got to make his own new suit and all that. That was kind of neat too. But I probably rambled on too much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.